I need to add a user to the FSP3000R7 in order for one of my other tools that has a regular user defined, which is a very common case if you have, like, say, a NOC connecting to your network. You usually have a common user whose job it is to be a NOC technician or a ops engineer, and so that general group would log in using that same access. Well, me, I have one that's by my own name that I use to get into the boxes, and I need to have the FSP3000R7 acknowledge that user. So to do that, I cannot do it directly from the NMS. Instead, what I have to do is access either the web GUI or the CLI, which means accessing the node directly, and so I cannot do that option in Element Manager. Just so you can quickly see where that option is not available, I'm going to open up Element Manager. We wait for it to load. Once it's given us our alarm status, which is the blues and the yellows, we get a look in here and notice that the only options for security we have is security settings. Under security settings, we have just the basic security mode and the details of it, of what's allowed and what isn't allowed, aka FTP server or not, etc. And if I go to modify, I only get those choices. So I cannot add a user from this screen. Instead, I have to go either through the CLI or the web GUI. I'm going to go to the web GUI for a change. Yes, I understand the risk, and I'm adding an exception, and I'm confirming that exception. Now I'll log into the box. Now that I'm in the node, I'll go to System Management. Actually, I need to go to System Security Management, and then User Management, which is our option we need. I'll add my user here. My user's name is, well, my name, M-A-L-I-K. I want this user to be an admin. Now notice we have the option for crypto user. So whenever we have a 5TCE AES or any of the other encryption capable cards, we would set up a crypto manager who is actually a lesser privileged user, but whose job it is to only manage the security information. But I'll go ahead and make myself an admin, and I'll give myself a password. I'll apply, and there's the successful creation of our new user. To access my tool and that user, I'll do the same thing. Let's see, I will go out from this screen, go back to my network manager. Now it was Galactica that I set up with that information, so I'll pull up my tool here, and I'll access Galactica this time. And I've successfully accessed the system with my new user.